Hey, greetings again, Eastern Hills. This is tip 3 to go along with our I will commitments for the weekend. One of the questions I want you to think about is just simply this, or maybe some of you are asking the question this way: how many commitments should I make? So this weekend we're going to give you a piece of paper, card, and ask you to just write down some I will commitments. How many should you do? Well, I guess obviously there's no perfect answer to that. Can I start just by saying this? Hopefully at least one. And I think if you're just going to do one, make sure it's a really significant one. Actually, I think there are some of you for whom just making one commitment will be all that you can handle, and it will be big enough that it'll take a lot of your energy and it will radically transform your life. For instance, I think I've said this a couple times. If you're really struggling with an addiction, alcohol, drugs, pornography, food, for you to really lean in and tackle that and get the help you need and try to make progress will take a lot of what you have. And if you get that together, get some healing there, it will radically transform your life. Another area I think of is some family stuff. I'm going to guess there are some of us who are part of Eastern Hills that if we could just get our marriage whole, healthy, rooted in God, there are a lot of other good things that would flow out of it. So some of you may just say, hey, my I will commitment for the year is to just get my marriage healthy. Obviously, there's a lot of small pieces that go into making that happen. So if you're just going to do one commitment, just make sure it's big enough to be challenging for you and transformative. I think it'd probably be helpful for you. Again, we handed out the master list at the service last week, but each of the 4 weeks we've been talking about connection areas: connection to God, connection to family, connection to the body of Christ, connection to your neighbors. Might be a good little rule of thumb for you to see if you could find at least one thing in each of those areas. I think probably I'm going to end up with a couple under connection to God, maybe a couple under family, probably one with the church, one with the neighborhood. I think I'll end up with 6 or 7. I'm still kind of grinding through that a little bit. But I would give you this caution. If you come up with a list of 8, 10, 12, 14 I will commitments, the odds of you keeping all of them are pretty slim. You can overwhelm yourself and just discourage yourself. So the right number is somewhere big enough to be challenging and small enough to be, again, as I said in yesterday's video, doable. So just be thoughtful and prayerful about it. Sit with those lists of things and just think about it. What step could you take in your relationship with God that would be radically transformative? Your relationship with your family, what could you do that would be radically transformative? Relationship to the church, what could you do that would be radically transformative? Relationship to your neighbors, what could you do that would be radically transformative? And then just prayerfully allow the Spirit to guide you and lead you to whatever your specific list is. There's no perfect number. You're just trying to hear the voice of God, really the voice of Jesus as he calls you to step out of the crowd and pursue radical transformation. So just a few thoughts on how many. I hope it helps you a little bit as you continue to think and to pray.